Caroline's birthday, Sunday. Big one. 40. Adam, my son, he's in charge of food. And I'm in charge of decorations. Gonna throw her a little party. Just at the house, like, you know, nothing big. But we want to get it right, the four of us. Caroline, me wife. Charlotte, me daughter. Adam and me. Perfect. We'll have this unity, you know, this togetherness, the four of us, that makes life, well, perfect. And unless you've experienced that, you know, unless you've experienced that unity, that togetherness, then I don't think you'd know what I was talking about, you know? The love of a family. But I know that you have. I know that you have. I have no feelings towards you. None. I don't hate you. I don't resent you. I have no sympathy for you. Nothing. I never have. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Coping mechanism? Maybe. I really don't know. Did you notice that I said Caroline will be 40 and not would have been? I am not allowing you to put her in the past tense. I am denying you of that. Caroline will be there, and so will Charlotte. Neither of them have left us. They are both very here, very now, and they always will be, and you need to know that. You need to know that you failed. Your cause failed cause. Cause. It's no bloody cause. Shouting Allah Akbaru as you drive a van through a crowded shopping centre full of innocent people does not justify a cause. Religion has got nought to do with what you did. You know, you need better than a football hooligan who shouts up the Reds before he slashes another fan's face with a razor blade. It's not to do with football. Cowards. Using a religion to justify your actions. And then punctuating an attack with an exclamation. It's a cop-out. Weaponising words, it's such a bloody cop-out. You're a thug. Full of testosterone and anger. And that's all you ever were. All you ever were. A weak thug. Hey, if you want to wake up one morning and kill a dozen people and injure many, many more, then just own it. Take ownership of it. Man up. I heard your defence in court. You kept referencing the Quran and Allah Akbaru, God is greater. Your reasons for doing it. Do you know that that saying does not turn up in the Quran once? Not once. Not in the context you meant it. Trust me. I've read it front to back a few times now. You have weaponised that phrase for your own weakness. You fucking thug. Sorry. I watched your mother in court. She was there, wasn't she? Day in, day out. She looked so frail. So tiny, weak. She looked so much older than she was, I asked. I watched her tears. A constant flow of tears. And you could tell, couldn't you? You could tell that those tears, they weren't for her. They weren't self-pitying tears. They were tears of remorse. They were tears of guilt. They were tears of sadness for you, her only son. So that's what you've destroyed with your cause. That poor woman who gave birth to you, who worked 3 jobs so you could have your Adidas trainers and your Kentucky Fried Chicken every weekend. That poor frail woman who worked her arse off for you to make sure that you could be the best human being that you could. On the last day in court before they brought out the verdict, I saw her. In the foyer, she was alone. She was always alone. And she looked terrified. So I approached her and I put my arms round her and I held her tight. Tears were streaming down her face and I said, I'm sorry for your loss. She let out this wail. Oh, this gut-wrenching wail. You must have heard it. I think the entire court heard that. The walls of that building will have that wail ingrained on them for decades to come. It was like a wild animal, grieving for its offspring. I've never heard anything like it before or since. So that's what you've murdered. You and your cause. You've murdered your own mother. How sad is that? The newspapers mentioned your name. And they were wrong to do that. They're always wrong to do that. You have forfeited the right to an identity. You should be given a number at best, and you have no right to appear in text in a newspaper in the same breath as my wife and my daughter. They are good human beings, and their memory should not be tarnished with your name. Martyrdom should never be an option. You alright, son?
What are you doing?
I'm just making a video. Are you alright? I won't be long, alright? I said I don't hate you for what you've done, and I don't. I do not hate you for what you have done to me. Alright? I am dealing with it. I have a stoicism, a stiff upper lip, which helps us manage the situation. Now that might manifest itself in God knows what way further down the line, but for now, as I say, I am managing. But I really hate you for what you've done to my son. I absolutely despise you for the pain that you've caused him. I came home early yesterday and he's sitting on the stairs with his sister's football scarf. Oh, she loves football, man, they both do. Tune through and through. And I said, are you all right, son? And he said, oh man, he said he wished he could change places with his mum and his sister, because that's the only way the pain would go away. But he's young, he's young. He's the same age as you, actually. And he's got his whole life ahead of him. He's got Kate. And they're going to get married next year. And Caroline and I, we will get to hold our grandchildren. And Charlotte and Adam, They'll continue to go to all the Toon games together, and we'll all continue to get the camper van and go and watch the sunset our Grasmere. Nothing changes. I got your letters. I haven't read them. I haven't opened them. There is nothing you could say. I'm gonna put them in a tatty little box, and I'm gonna chuck them in the shed, and they're gonna go mouldy, and they're gonna disintegrate, and ultimately they're gonna disappear. Ah! I'm sorry. Look, this was never meant to be about vitriol. This was never... You have seen enough videos filled with anger and hate to last your lifetime. I know, because I watched them with you in court. Those people, they should have been stood there on trial next to you for all the anger and the hate that they spout. This is not about anger. This is not about bitterness or hate. This is about love. This is about love. Love from me to you. Love from Caroline. Love from Charlotte. Love from Adam. And love from your mother. A love that you can't deny. Because if there's one thing you should change, if there's one thing you could take from all of this, it should change the way you look at the world. Change the way you look at the people around you. And then in turn, in time, with love and with positivity, you can change the way they think about you too. Before I go, I just want you to listen to this. This was 6 minutes before you did what you did.
Dad, you'll never guess what. Mum bought a leopard skin blouse. It looks awful. Don't listen to her pet. It's gorgeous. I'll do my Tina Turner impression for you tonight. TMI, Mum. What does that mean? What does TMI mean? Brian, get us a glass of red ready, and we'll be home in an hour or so. Nutbush City Limits will be home in an hour. Do you know that one? Yeah. Do you know that one? Nutbush City Limits. Nutbush. Go on, Pep. Nutbush City Limits. Oh, they call it.
I missed the call. I'm so glad I did. Because now I've got this forever, and there's nobody can take it away from us. So I want to congratulate you for failing. You failed in what you tried to achieve. Because at the very depths of grief, there is pure love. And you cannot murder pure love. You take care of yourself. Allah Akbaru.